And it helps him pick up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That is some boo-boo.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. It's first and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Get up,
and the Bengals have recovered it.
Dang it, man.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Sims. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
That was too easy.
Cameron Brate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for the 2nd-year man, Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Barkley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Winston throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Sims. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Sack here, clutch.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Pocket, even with the
And
pressure.
he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Let them know we're bringing
That
it
one
here.
good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Jameis now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Maybe I just need to adjust.
From
Drop
the
my guys
gun,
back in
Winston.
coverage.
The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's a big stop.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times.
I'm
It's
about to
certainly a
read, not bad
disappointment
shape.
they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Here again comes the
All right, let's see
captain of
what
this
we can
offense,
do.
leading his crew back
Offense
out there
yet again.
now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing
Wanna
for him,
establish this
it did
run.
only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown
But I
after
don't
that
think
turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Let's do that.
Here's Barkley. Oh, nearly
Come
picked.
on, Bryant.
And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
All right, so
Interestingly,
they're coming.
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And it falls
Oh, my
incomplete
goodness.
after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
We'll just go to
The
man.
opening play of the drive goes
Zone's
backwards.
really
Now
ain't
they'll
working.
come
They're
up
kinda
on
eating up the
2nd and
zone.
12.
Picking up the blitzes pretty well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Working out of the gun, Winston.
Come on, man. There's no pressure getting there.
This is caught by Jackson. And he'll get this one way up
He
just
had
shy of the
all
45-yard line.
Day
A
in
good
the
pickup there, a
pocket.
22.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh, my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play. Winston to Evans, 55 yards.
Tell the truth, partner.
You
didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team. And I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Now a throw to the end
It's like
zone
they want them to
first
win.
down, but it
He
winds up
literally
being
stopped him
complete.
around.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
That's a touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Another shot from the one on second and goal.
They said it wasn't. I thought it was a touchdown.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Got him.
Throw left side, complete to Ross. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Needed that.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Joe Mixon, and he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
They should bite on the play action and
instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
He was wide open for an easy touchdown.
Free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last.
Oh, they get to the football.
Dude,
it's
and
blocked.
they blocked.
Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been
meant to
designed,
lose.
that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding him to no gain.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And
How
they're
was
going to
Mike
have this
Evans
across
getting so
midfield
open,
and
man?
inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
He is
The
eating
goal for
our
any
guys
offense versus his
up.
own
They're
defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Ready. Blue lady.
They'll run here with Sims. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Winston from the gun on 3rd down.
Sack him. Jeez,
it's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Come on, play action. On screen.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
They should not be suspecting the screen. I'll be highly surprised if they're suspecting the screen.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the screen, Bernard. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Got to get points on the board.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Every time I get something
a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping is the defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And Brate has it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Buccaneer first, Winston to Brate.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Winston. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. They give him 13 yards there on the play.
Are you serious?
Downs. I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one.
He didn't catch that, dude.
Just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay?
And they said he did swear that ball bounced.
On the field stands.
We can't get INTs
well,
on our
he challenged the
linebackers,
play.
they
It
sure
did not
can.
pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. And this is going to be intercepted.
That's what we
William
needed,
Jackson
boys.
with a pick. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll set up the screen here to
break
mix
free.
it. And they'll bring him down here up at about
Smashing
the
the crap out of
22-yard
triangle.
line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
And we just have to pass.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed.
Okay,
but
bro,
all it
can you
takes is
get open?
one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
I'm going to speed this
8
up.
yards on the pick up there, and it moves the sticks. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll scratch out
Really,
only about a
Giovanni
yard
just
up to
did
the
not
32.
block. He said,
He
hey,
didn't get a
come
whole lot
right
out of
in
that
and
one, but I think
get
you
that
got to
tackle,
continue
buddy.
to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you
Get
get
this
your
play over
quarterback hit a
before
lot
it's in the
that
morning.
way, too.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. Officially
Nice.
a minute 54 to go in this first half.
Barkley, we're going to have to
Welcome
make
back
up
to
for the
Cincinnati after this.
2
Coming up at
INTs.
halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the swimmers out, my man.
Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Come back.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Ross.
Why did he stutter and
And
slow
finally
down?
down he goes as they work it inside the 10
They
to
were
the
not
7.
expecting that.
That one goes for 24 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And
he drives big tight end Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
Oh, it's been good to see Tyler Eifert regaining his form as one of the best red zone tight ends in the league. Remember 2015? Led all NFL tight ends with 13 touchdowns. Injuries have kept him to just 10 games the last 2 years. But when Tyler Eifert's healthy and he's in the red zone, look out.
Oh, that was huge. And I think we get the ball back.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it.
Realistically,
Didn't happen here.
Trying to
the
protect that
defense
lead, and now they
responsible
gave it up. After the play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Can't celebrate yet, though. It's only a 1-score possession.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They must have
And
heard
what do
me
you
say
think
we
goes
need
on here in
corners.
this situation? If you got the football,
They
you're
have
trailing,
came
you're
alive.
back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting
Man
your team,
coverages.
right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
We don't know what happened to James Winston, but I will take it.
To the 43-yard line.
Man, coverage is
We haven't
working.
even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born,
Gosh, should I
if your starter threw
just
4 in the
stuck with
first
the
half,
passing game?
he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't
With that
quite
run,
there.
I don't think so.
He's have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
Come on, boys. Oh my goodness, I think he's out of position.
Back to throw now on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. The H-back Ryan Hewitt, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to completion, though. Made it very difficult.
He does have a safety over the top.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Come on, get to the line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get to
But the score would have been
in the
huge.
NFL.
I would have took the 3.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. Ben Roethlisberger, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one.
Big help. Detroit! Uzma could be open.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. On second down, here's Mixon. A beautiful fake. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain. Now there's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
Go some drag slant routes. Hopefully Des Bryant can get open.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the grab by Croft. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Let's see.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position.
Yeah.
We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He'll drop to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
That was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play
So I
seemed to
need
be
to stick
executed
man-to-man,
with great
man-to-man
dispatch.
coverage, because zone isn't working. They're eating up the zone.
And this will be a touchback as that
Just stick
sails
everybody
over
to
the
the back
end
and just
line.
rely on my front four to get the pressure.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though,
We're
to
beating
put
the
something on
passing
the board,
game.
get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things
Pass games
kick-started for
open up
them.
the run
And
game.
you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of
How
the
many
time.
plays do you script?
Most of the time in the
Why
first
couldn't
half,
you
you're
pick
scripting
that?
12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like
Yeah,
8
they
to 10.
can't
Kind of
get
a
past
starter
man-to-man
or an
coverage.
opener, whatever terminology they
love
use.
it.
Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, second and 10.
Man, we ain't going to be able to contain Mike Evans all game with just man-to-man coverage, but
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody
Definitely
fooled there.
ball,
He's
for
going
sure.
nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
But these guys are going to chop into
how
that
long
deficit.
can this game
They got to
plan
do a
work?
much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. He's got Evans.
jeez,
A pickup
man.
of 24 on the third down conversion.
He has like 99 connection with
He's such a good
freaking
route
Mike
runner.
Evans.
Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked
Oh,
up
how
the
did
first
he not
down.
drop that?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That comeback
And with
route,
that
eat
last
'em
play,
up.
he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover.
I will take
there as
that
these
over the
guys will
sack.
get the football back.
Ah,
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers
Okay.
are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it
definitely
off
playing
by
the
actually
run.
catching the ball when he
Eifert
has a
was
chance.
open on this
He's
play
helping his
last
team
time.
in a huge way.
Now Barkley. To the left side here for Eifert.
we're lobbing it.
And they're going to get this beyond
tapped
the
it.
40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of
Eifert is
21
eating him up.
yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Go Mixon.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there.
Let's
His
go.
third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
I think it
And
might
on
be
that
over,
long run,
boys.
maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The
I
concentration
think my
level
strategy
may not
worked.
have been there. I agree
Man-to-man
with you on that
coverage.
one because those types
Just
of
put
plays,
everybody
when they
back
result
on
like that,
defense.
they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
I made the adjustments offensively.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Man, it'd be 38-17 right now if I missed that dang field goal.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Ready? White 25.
They go play action. Winston. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now Winston. Able to get away. And the pressure gets to him again. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3
My
scores.
guys only have 5
That
sacks.
situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Because they're playing the run. That's why it's been so easy to...
A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think when Mixon's ran over 100.
You've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
When he hasn't, I think that's why we got that 1 loss, maybe. Have to check that statistic out. Oh, no, they're playing this.
Check. 4 down. 4 down. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I did not like that. I should have just called a timeout.
McCoy. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Barkley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Shoot. Bryant was open underneath.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Ready. Blue ready.
So again, they run with Sims. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Though, because
Call it a
get
gain of
past
7,
that
and it
first
gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating the pass instead of the run that they got.
That could be a little bit more risky.
Jameis now on first down. Evans has it left side. And he goes out right around the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third
We messed up
pick
the
of the
timing
game.
of that so
Instead, it's third
bad.
down.
He cannot come with a pick.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Oh, I thought it was
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for
That
the
was a good
first.
play.
It's a 7-yard gain there.
got
It's
fooled
good
on
enough
that.
to move the chains. That
Oh,
right there, a
awesome.
good sign for a team that's
Play
had
action.
trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom
Teams about
5 in the
to get
NFL, but they come
hits.
through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and 1, right?
Back now in Cincinnati. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter.
Ready. Blue ready.
First down, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yards.
yardage. Okay.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is
We had that
incomplete.
covered. Anything
We see
going
all
Mike
that
Evans'
is be
way,
quick,
that
but don't
was
hurry. Yeah, that went right out the window
covered.
there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
do that
A
again.
critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready. Blue ready. Ready to go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been
were
successful
covered
throughout
4
the game
times,
that have worked
dude.
to the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Do it again.
Everyone's got to be able to
That's
catch the
what I'm going
football.
underneath
Doesn't
now.
matter what position you play, but if you're on
Looks
offense,
looks like they
be aware a
adjusted.
ball may come your
for
way.
the deep ball. There they go.
They'll throw
back to
again.
it.
Winston.
Oh,
And an alley to
just take it off.
run. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Montez Perfect, the one to get him down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They can have a long, sustained drive. They're wasting all the clock in the world.
On the second down, it's Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On third down, that's Sims. And this play gets blown up.
Trying to spread us over to run the ball. That's not about to happen.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here.
They're going to go for it again.
Bring up fourth down.
I'm back.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Buccaneers have it.
That's about to get benched. Oh. My goodness.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Yeah.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Jameis to throw it. And that's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental
QB
focus.
spot.
That's
took
trying to
off
stay
running.
with it.
That's true.
Not
All
gonna
right,
let
they're
that
going to try
happen
and keep hope alive here on fourth
Definitely
down.
on the
They're
fourth
going
and
for
10,
it.
you just take off and run. And
Got to try
pick
it
it up.
here. He's back to throw. It is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
I break out of it, hitting triangle, and I can't throw, and he just...
It's Mixon on the
Stand up,
counter.
coach.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Oh, you want to get back in field
Bottom
goal
line,
range,
they want to keep
for
this
sure.
clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now the Bengals on third down.
Get back
Just
in field
1
goal
for 3
position.
thus far. This
That
is
play
third down
made
and
no
12.
sense.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the screen
catch
only
up to
good
the
for 3
screen
that
so
time, but
fast
it'll bring up a fourth
this
down.
game.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Did you
You know
not
the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking.
I'll try to
How about the
screen
read, though, by the
Nah, I ain't
defensive
falling for
guys?
that.
They weren't
They gonna
fooled at all
screen when I go
and
like
actually ran
zone
with the
to
lineman to where the
hit
play
the
was
screen.
and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
There, go over
For a
the top.
second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Ball up to the 35
So it
now
looks
as
like
they
we're about to
come
come away
up
with
on
this game.
1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
This was a huge,
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
adjustment game
They've
I've
got a
ever
1st
had
and
to
10
play.
as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Winston. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The
Not
intended
look
receiver
good
that
for
time,
us.
Adam Humphries.
That first
and it's
quarter.
2nd down.
And they're like,
Had the right idea there, trying to
Bucs
throw it to the
had
sideline, but he let him just a
everything on
little
the way.
bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10.
oh, what?
Throwing the out route incomplete.
Yes, the
It's
defense
Jackson. The reception good
trying
for
their best to
7.
hold him off
It's
so
3rd
the
down.
offense to get going. Once the
2nd down
defense
completion got
start
him 7.
holding him
Now
down,
here's 3rd and 3.
the offense started to flow. That's what championship defense is all about right there, boys.
To the air again with Winston. He finds Humphries.
Okay, that
And
was
they'll
super
work
well
this down to
defended.
the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 18 yards there and a first down. Jameis
They
again.
scored here. It still ain't open.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Super tired on defense.
To throw is Winston. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
But they're not about to start to eat up the man.
And second down, Winston again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Let's just drop.
Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
It's probably our toughest game yet, maybe.
This is Mixon. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL?
Taking the knee here.
The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
At all offensively in that first quarter.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bengals, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew,